Alright folks, a little update on the Carpenters restoration, Carpenters tool chest restoration. Here we have a couple of the latches, I guess, for the closing the lid or securing the lid. They were well rusted. You know, this one had I've given this one a brief clean with a wire brush. I've been a bit more thorough with this one, and I've been scraping it with one of those razor blade knives, you know, where you can snap the ends of the blade off just to get a new point. I'm not going to get it any better than that, you know. I'm not going to spend any more time on it than I've already done. I'm going to put a little bit of oil in around it, just to help prevent any future corrosion. I'll clean them all up till this sort of standard. This one's going to get cleaned next. Obviously I'll have to do the little catches that the handles secure onto. Yeah, and I've got plans to polish up the hinges, you know, because they're made of brass. They'll polish up quite nicely. I've been thinking about varnishing the box. I'll show you what I've done to the box so far. I was initially thinking about just repainting it black, but on sanding it, I've you know, obviously removed a lot of the paint. Now, unfortunately, you know, that the paint, you'll never get all the paint off because it goes into the grain of the wood. So I was thinking about varnishing it, but now I'm maybe leaning towards staining it. I'll try and clean off the you know, these areas of paint that remain to a better standard than I have done at the moment. However, one of the problems I've encountered is that, you know, on the plywood parts, I had a excuse me, a Velcro pad on my 4.5 inch grinder, and it wasn't of a particularly rough grit, so, you know, the laminate on, or the top surface of the plyboard is very thin, and you can see here where I've actually gone right through into the second layer, and then there's other places where it's actually started to affect the grain of the wood. Now, I'm not wanting to spend any money on this box. It's just an old box, but yeah, I would like to make it, you know, nice. I've had a quick look online at the Carpenters tool chests, and I've seen a lot of examples, some homemade, some you know, a lot of them were homemade and of various qualities. There's some very, very nice ones out there, yeah. A lot of chaps have put a lot of time and effort into designing the all-in-one Carpenter's tool chest. And I'll never compete with that because I don't have the time or the materials. You know, some of these guys have got mahogany tool chests made. So I'm just going to restore this up the best I can without spending, let's say, you know, a tenner. You know, I'm going to maybe get a tenner varnish or a tenner stain for £5, and then another £5 for sundry items. I was going to put a leather handle, replace the existing handle that's on it with a leather strap, but the quote I got for that was 20 quid, so that would blow my budget straight out of the water, so I'm not going to bother with that. I'll maybe source a leather belt from a charity shop or something, and maybe use that as a donor for the handle, which would mount down here. That's my idea anyway. So I'm trying to keep it down, you know, cheap and cheerful. But I've got a long way to go yet, okay? Right then folks, that's all for now. I'll update you as soon as I've made some progress. Thanks for watching.